certainly is a big challenge, as we've been seeing. I'm joined by all our correspondents who have been here far longer than I, Paula Hancock and Andrew Stevens, Nick Van Walsh as well. We talked about this at the top of the program. I just want to reiterate, there are apparently some belief among the Philippine government or the Interior Minister who was upset with me that saying that I tweeted something that there's no government presence here. There certainly is a government presence. What I was saying, and I didn't tweet anything at all, was saying that I have not seen a big relief effort outing communities by Philippine military personnel doing a grid search for bodies, even searching for any survivors. Do you all agree with that pretty much? I mean, what are you seeing out there in terms of the aid effort? It's certainly gotten better over the last day.
Absolutely. Just yesterday I was with the World Food Programme, and they had 3 army trucks taking the aid down to a big warehouse. It was actually a warehouse that was pre-existing and hadn't been demolished. They called it the Golden Warehouse because it wasn't hit by the storm and it wasn't looted. I mean, there was an armoured person, there was an APC down there, there was a lot of military down there to make sure, but there's a lot of food there. WFP says they've got 75,000 family packs that are out there. They want to get the word out that people are getting food at this point.
Yeah, I've been speaking to the man basically pretty much in charge of the government response to this, and his analogy is it's like trying to fill up a swimming pool with hoses. We're getting more and more hoses in there, and they are. And he said, look, we had a plan. Our plan was to come in on day 3, and it was going to be a first responder issue. But, as he points out, the first responders disappeared. Now, they got in here 24 hours after that storm. They weren't able to do much, and there is no doubt about it. You go downtown now, and there is so much anger still, and there is a military presence, but there's still so much work to be done down there. So the government appreciates that, realises that, but they're saying we're doing the best we can.
Remarkable things. We went for a drive yesterday out from Tacloban City down south to the towns that lie on the southern road, also in the path of the storm. But as you drove away from here, it's sort of slowly less affected, still badly hit. The key issue for the furthest one away was we were turned out by police saying they're rebels and bandits. They claim robbing civilians for food, perhaps. You move back in, the town of Carlo, not far away from here, very concrete in its infrastructure, so able to resist a lot, and a much more organised mayor who said to us she buried the 813, that's a lot of bodies, in the first 48 hours. They'd given out food before the storm, they had an infrastructure working there. That's all great, but it begs the question, this is the biggest city here, you know, it's a huge gulf in the government's capabilities here. There are still dead bodies on that road as you go in, you know, the same ones day after day. And people do have to ask themselves, what's the priority been here, and where have they been in the past, certainly the initial 4 days, the slow trickle we're seeing now.
Yeah, and hopefully that's just going to get better and better as the days pass. I appreciate all of your reporting. We're going to take a short break. We'll have more coverage from the Philippines when we come back. We'll be right back.